Hey everybody, how's it going? Let's talk about your home recording studio. Last week I posted part 1 of the levels and panning episode. It got a little long, so I split it in half. So here this week, let's take a look at part 2 of the levels and panning rough mix. Alright, hope you enjoy. Okay, alright, more guitars coming up. So we have this one called Phaser Break. So let's just get the playhead about there. I'm gonna select that as a selection so it'll loop. And let's just hear this one, see what we got. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's pretty strong phaser sound to it. Okay, I'm going to turn loop off so we can hear it in context. Although, you know, since that's just like a little break all by itself, definitely a special effect. Having it right up the middle, I don't think, to me, it just doesn't sound appropriate for this kind of special effect guitar, right? So let's get him pushed like way off to one side or the other. Just have to decide where. So let's hear what comes immediately before it. So that's that solo guitar that's a little bit that way. Okay, I think I want to hear it to my left. I think I want to hear it way over there. So let me get the button turned that way. So let me get him like 80% left or something. I want him way out there, but not all the way out there. And maybe we can find something interesting to do, maybe with some reverb. We can pan the other way on it just to give it kind of like a spaciousness. But here, let's hear this real quick. And yeah, I want to hear, yeah, right where the playhead's at. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that just off over there, maybe a little quieter. Okay, cool. All right, so now we have what he's calling phaser solo. So let's get the playhead right where that phaser special effect starts. And I'll turn the fader up a little bit on phaser solo so we can get a idea of where he's at, and let's hear it. Okay, I can't decide if I want that straight up the middle or not. We've got that other solo part just kind of leaning to the right a little bit. It seems like it might be appropriate to have this one lean to the left a little bit, and since what's leading into it is that phaser part we have panned like way over to the left, maybe that would be okay. So let's see what happens if on this phaser solo, if we just kind of give them just a little nudge, like maybe 10% to the left. Let's hear a little bit of the phaser coming into it, and then the solo coming in. Okay, I settled on 18% left. You know, again, I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not, but it just seemed appropriate having both solos right up the middle. Since they're different tones and different textures, and it's almost kind of like a, not quite a dueling guitar lead, but you know, a little bit. It's almost like, you know, two different guitarists in a band, and maybe they having them panned like super wide, like, you know, old school Guns N' Roses style or something, maybe a little too much for this. And solos, having solos off to one side or the other is a little weird, but I think in this case, just having a little bit of subtle differentiation between one guitar solo and the other, just, you know, a little on one side of center and the other, I think that might be appropriate for here. I'll keep it for now. I may change my mind later. I may change my mind on all this later, so let's just kind of keep rolling with it. Okay, so what we have now are a whole bunch of vocals. And I think what I might do here is just create a new track and maybe get all these vocals into one folder. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with a folder full of all the vocals, since it looks like they're kind of split up. We have some backing, we have some doubles, we have different things for, yeah, we have chorus backing, center, left, right. We have chorus lead. We have verse backing and verse lead. So yeah, these are pretty well split up here. Let's go back to the first of the project and get it to where we can kind of see what we're doing here. So I think I'm going to start with the lead vocal, and I think I want him up here at the top. And let's make him a folder. Make him last in the folder. There we go. All right, so let's start with this lead vocal, and let's just kind of start bringing him in. Now, I know for a lead vocal, I really want a lead vocal to be dead center. I want it equally out of the left and right side, so I'm not going to pan him at all, but let's just get the level to where we think a vocal should sit. A vocal should sit you know, forward in the mix, but we don't want it dominating everything. And it sounds like, from what we've heard so far, the vocals in this one are kind of aggressive vocals. So they're already gonna kind of on their own want to stand out. So we're not gonna have to just really crank them. Let's see what we end up with here. Kind of a sour note there. What was spoke, survival crass, worthless for any need, a parody of authenticity, the apogee of this prescription. Okay, that clean guitar I've got panned way over to the right. I think he's just a little too loud for what he's doing, so let's go clean that up here real quick. I think that was clean 3. Yeah, he's 100% right. So where was that he came in? Right about here. So yeah, let me have my finger on the fader here. Let's... A parody of authenticity. The apogee. There we go. Okay, yeah, just brought him down a little bit. Okay, and I think I'm pretty happy with the level of that lead vocal. I know it's always kind of painful hearing just totally untreated vocals, you know, especially in this kind of aggressive style. So, you know, yeah, we'll have some stuff we'll do to it later here to kind of make it part of the mix a little bit more. But, you know, for right now, we just want to be able to have it to where it's forward in the mix. The vocals are what most people pay the closest attention to in a mix, so most of your listeners, that's what they're going to be most impacted by, is hearing the vocals. So you want it out there, but you don't want it to where it's just blasting and dominating everything. You want it on top and forward and noticeable and prominent in the mix, but you don't want to just kill it. So let's see where we're at. A parody of authenticity. The apogee. Maybe a little louder. Okay, all right. So what was the other part? So we have the verse backing part. So let's get that right underneath the verse lead. And zoom in a little bit. And let's just create a selection here. And let's hear that on loop. And start bringing in that backing part and see what that does. The apogee of this prescription. Apogee of this prescription. Apogee of this prescription. Okay, yeah, so it's just a straight double of that part, you know, just for emphasis. So that's something that we don't want super forward in the mix. We want it there just to support, just to add, you know, a little beef, a little heft to that part. So we want it just kind of riding just underneath that part. So let's hear that again.
The apogee of this prescription. Apogee of this prescription.
Okay, all right, yeah, I think that's just right where it's at. Okay, so now we have some chorus. We have chorus backing center, chorus lead. Yeah, okay, so let's put the chorus lead up here first. And let's have a listen to the chorus and see what that brings in. All right. Oh yeah.
A simple sense of security.
Yeah, we want those up there.
Not concerned with complacency.
Yeah, just a good kind of like scream vocal kind of thing. Okay, so it looks like he's got another kind of double of that. So let's bring that in and hear what that does.
Fail to take it seriously. Fell in love with the comedy.
Yeah, it's just a straight double.
A simple sense of security. Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy.
Okay, so this is just a straight double. Although in this case, since it's that, you know, just that throaty kind of scream kind of vocal part, as I started dialing it up, I felt like it did a little bit more justice to it to have them both pretty close in the in volume, rather than having one on top and one underneath just to kind of support it. Yeah, let's hear it one more time.
Fail to take it seriously.
Okay, and now for panning, is it going to help at all to have those panned apart? Just as an experiment, let's see what happens if we get them, you know, 50% to each side. And then let's get this guy. Oh, whoops. Let's get him 50% right. And let's get him 50% left. And let's see if this adds anything to it. It may or may not.
Fail to take it seriously. Fell in love with the comedy.
Yeah, because on that first line there, on the left, it's a little stronger, so it makes the whole thing kind of lean left. So I'm not so sure I want them that far apart. So let's get them in. Let's do like 25% each way. Let's see what that sounds like.
Fail to take it seriously. Fell in love with the comedy. A simple sense of security. Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy.
Okay, yeah, I think I like that. Let's see if I can kind of get them matched a little bit here. So let's click on Control Select both of them, and let me pick one of these or the other, and let's just, whoops. Oh, I guess I can't. Okay, let's just set them both to, what was that at, about -11 or so. Ooh, if you pop up. So let's get them both at about -11, just to get them kind of matched roughly with each other. Okay, so let's hear that.
Fail to take it seriously.
Okay, and yeah, let's hear that from the verse coming into it to see how that matches up.
Parody of authenticity. The apogee of this prescription. Apogee.
Oh, I've still got loop on. And also, now that I hear that again, I think that right pan guitar is still just a little too loud. So let's bring him down a little bit.
Parody
Yeah.
Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy to keep up with the failure.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I may mess with those a little bit. Man, yeah, I almost kind of feel like automating the panning there, because I like the way it sounds in this part.
Description. Fail to take it seriously.
Like, I like that they're a little apart there. I think I might actually automate a little bit of the panning here. So, okay, because I think by the time this comes in into the actual chorus, I don't like them that far apart anymore. Yeah, I feel like they're kind of fighting with each other there. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's add a little automation. Let's click on this little guy here, and what we want is panning envelope. And let's do the same thing to this guy. Show me a panning envelope. Okay, I want you big, and I want you big. There we go. Now I can kind of see what I'm doing. So, okay, so it's right here at the start of the chorus. This is where having the little marker comes in handy. So right at the start of the chorus, I want to, and here, let's zoom in along the timeline a little so we can see individual beats. I think it's right about there. I want to create a node, and let's create another node right after it. Come on now, work with me. There he goes. Jeez, I don't know why that was so freaking difficult. And we're gonna bring him over, and we want it at 0% left, but boy, that is proving to be difficult to nail. There we go, center. Okay, and then same thing here. Let's shift click, create a couple of points. There we go. Same thing here. There we go. Okay, now let's hear that.
A simple sense of security.
Just a little spread apart.
Not concerned with complacency. It isn't easy.
All right, and then right in the middle. Yeah, okay. And I think what we can do, since, you know, with a chorus is kind of when you want to spread everything out, you know, make it bigger. So I think what we can do to kind of help achieve that is we've left a little bit of headroom in how wide the electric guitars are panned. So maybe for the chorus, maybe we just put them all the way out wide and, you know, just have it be big and wide. And then it looks like we have a couple of more backing vocals in the chorus here that we can use here. And let's see what it sounds like when we bring those in. Oh yeah, harmonized.
For impetuous behavior, it isn't easy. Constant immorality, it isn't easy.
Okay.
To keep up with the failure, standing up.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So I ended up at about -12 for that one. So let's bring the other one in, and I'll shoot for -12 and see if that sounds a little balanced.
To keep up with the failure, standing unready. For impetuous behavior, it isn't easy. Constant immorality, it isn't
Okay, yeah, I like that. But yeah, let's get those out to the sides a little bit. So they're both center, so let's get those like 80% or 70. Let's start at 75% either way. 76, I guess. Close as I can get. Okay, yeah, let's hear that. Okay, that's good, but now they're way too loud. So let's get both of them selected. Let's play. Okay, yeah, I like about what they may still be just a little bit loud. We can adjust that as we go here. All right, one thing that I did hear was whenever verse 2 came in, that sounded really quiet compared to verse 1. And yeah, look at how loud I mean, just visually, how big the waveforms are of the first verse. And on that same track, as we scooch over, you can see that's way quieter. That's super, super quiet. So let's see, what's the best way to do this gonna be? Yeah, let's just add some automation. Okay. Well, let's roll with it for now, and then as we come back and start to kind of treat the vocals, we'll come back to that one and see what we can do to kind of get those leveled out a little bit, sounding a little bit more like they're sung on the same microphone at the same time, the same session. It sounds like these might have been done at 2 different times or something like that. So, okay, so yeah, I think we've got kind of a working rough mix here. At least everything kind of has its place. We've got a little bit of panning. We've got the levels at least kind of roughly set. And I'm sure as we start adding compression and EQ and things like that, effects, our opinions on what's too loud and what's not loud enough is going to change. And also, as I just kind of render this down, listen to it on a few different systems, get a better idea, rather than just in these headphones, what this sounds like, I'll be able to come back, make some adjustments, make some notes. And at this point in the mix, we're making the kind of the big decisions right now, levels and panning, where is it going to sit and how loud is it going to be? How present is it going to be? Now we have other ways with compression, reverb, things like that, some EQ. We can affect, distance from the listener, if we want something to sound like way up in your face and personal, intimate, or if we want something like it's way back in the background, we'll get to that stuff as well. But I think for now we have a pretty solid, just kind of working mix here that at least as we start making these adjustments, we can tell what the effect of those adjustments are in the context of the mix, rather than just having something soloed and making adjustments to it there. We don't really get a good idea of okay, how does that cooperate with the rest of the mix? Okay, I'm going to end this one here. We'll come back in the next episode and I'll just start working my way through the different instrument groups and just do whatever it is that I don't know, whatever sounds good to me. I mean, I know that you're going to disagree with several of the decisions that I make, and honestly, I'm probably going to disagree with several of the decisions that I make, and as I come back and make adjustments, I'll hear things that were out of whack. So we're just going to consider this a refinement process, right? We're just going to come back, make another pass through it, and see what needs attention. All right, so I will see you guys next time.